Welcome to Monday Night Magic. Yeah, bit of a chill night tonight. I've got a few things in mind, but we weren't feeling quite up to playing. It's been a pretty busy weekend.
Yes.
So,
I forgot to turn the light down.
while we were out and about a couple days ago, we stopped in at an EB Games, which is what the Best Buys in Canada used to be, and then, now are again, now that they're no longer Best Buys. And discovered a not huge deal, but I would say moderate deal on the Avatar: The Last Airbender scene boxes. So there's 2 of them, and yeah, it seemed to be, $10 off or something like that. And one of these I've noticed seems to disappear a lot quicker than the others online.
That's this one, right?
I think so. And I think it's because one or two of the symbols in it are worth a bit more than the ones in the other box on average. But yeah, open them up, take a look, see what these singles have to offer. We've opened some Avatar: The Last Airbender in the past. 1 or 2 collector boosters, a bundle.
Thank you.
And we battled some pre-release kits.
We did.
So I've had some interesting luck. There's a couple of cards that I would still love to pull from this set, and each of these boxes comes with 3 boosters. And yeah, I'll be really happy if I can pull a Washi Tong or Ba Sing Se, Walls of Ba Sing Se, any of those 3 cards. I'd be happy to get. We don't have a mythic version of Aang or anything like that either. We have pulled some nice versions of Katara and the Sky Buffalo there. What's his name again?
I remember.
So yeah.
Oh, also we're going to be doing a birthday stream for him after school one day this week. I think we're thinking of Wednesday. We were going to do it yesterday or the day before.
But it's been kind of busy.
It's been a crazy weekend. So
hopefully by then we'll...
He's 15 this month.
It's amazing how quickly time flies.
Can we make it go backwards? Can we make them...
Not really.
I wish I could make Lucas go backwards.
Sometimes.
I want him little. Yes, he used to escape a lot and kept us on our toes, but at least he was little. All right. So, do we want to flip the camera yet and get started?
I suppose we might as well.
All right.
I'm going to want to look up some of these cards.
You have to ask your dad.
Why? Do you like Avatar: The Last Airbender?
Well, it's just I'm not really that familiar with it.
No, neither was I. I've learned a little bit since the set came out, which is probably kind of what they were hoping. But
we will adjust this as we need to. So.
Ooh, and also it has been a bit since I opened any packs at all.
Yeah. So we found these for basically $40 even Canadian.
You opened packs the other day.
And so what would that be US? Probably just under $30.
Oh. I haven't opened.
I don't know what the conversion is.
Yeah, I don't know. So we got one of each. The boxes aren't in the best shape, but that's fine. We're just ripping it anyway. These little art easels that they come with, I find traditionally to be
annoying,
useless. Like they barely work, and they're so finicky that they just fall over. So we'll save tea time at the Jasmine Dragon for later and start with the Black Sun Invasion. So we'll get the action scene out of the way first, and then a little bit more relaxation later. So this is the scene we're building.
And on the side, I'm
opening sort of a tank over here, and tower,
I'm opening
and
a
plane,
Surgeon Sparks pack on the side because I want to.
There we are. And this is the little flip outs that you're supposed to rest the 6 cards in and make them line up and hope that they don't move if it ever gets bumped. And then this thing's supposed to stand on its own as well. So yeah. There's our little box in the middle of this. Punch out.
Which I'm guessing that's where the packs are.
I'm guessing. Unless somebody absconded with them. Yeah,
nope.
That looks like a booster pack.
Didn't miss anything. There's nothing in this pack.
And we have ones that are made in the United States.
Boo!
So usually the card stock seems to be a little bit weaker
So
on.
the ones made in Japan are so much nicer.
And here's pack 1, pack 2. So these are the art cards if you just want to build the scene for art purposes.
Okay.
And these are the same cards with the text and stuff to actually play the game with. And man, are they pringled compared to... look at that. Anyway.
We have an audience, and I don't just mean online.
Yeah, Thomas and Isabel want to see what's going on, apparently. I don't think I'm going to try and get these into that stand. I'm just going to lay them out on the table here. Show how they're supposed to go.
That looks cool.
I could get them into the stand.
No. Your dad doesn't want to. That's why he made the comment.
Because it's annoying. This one goes down here.
I've noticed that those packs are way bigger than the Pokemon packs.
They are?
Well, they have a few more cards in them, I think.
Well, I don't know. I think Pokemon cards are 11 card packs. Magic used to be 15 card packs. Now they've dropped it down to 14 card packs, so...
I thought it was
it's
10.
still bigger, but...
I thought it was 10 cards in a pack.
For what? Pokemon?
Yeah.
Well, I guess, but then there's also like a code card or an energy or something, isn't there? I don't know.
10 additional game cards is what it says on the pack. So.
Anyway. Oh, I guess before we get into these, which I've now ripped open, we should take a look at the actual cards here and see if any of them are worth anything. Do you have something you can look them up quickly?
My iPad.
See which ones might be worth paying attention to?
Ooh, wow.
From the looks of it, there's like 3 packs, so...
Yeah. Well,
so,
there's
like,
going to be another 3, so 6 total.
So, like, out of, like, those 3, there would be enough for, like, Mom to open 1 pack, you to open 1 pack, and for me
I don't need to open
one.
any of that scam. I'm happy to watch.
So we got Appa the Vigilant.
Could I open one instead?
Cost 7. That's a massive casting cost. Usually the game's over by then, or close to. Bison Ally, legendary creature. Flying Vigilant 6/6, so at least it's got a body that's respectable. When Appa or another ally you control enters, creatures you control get +1/+1 and gain flying until end of turn. So it gives your whatever army you've got a little buff and evasion, but I think this is just overpriced for today's game.
That's $6, I think.
Okay. These are all the foil versions, which is why they're so pringled.
Although borderless scene card, but not hollow, is $12 apparently.
Next, we've got Katara's Reversal. So, counter up to 4 target spells and or abilities. Untap up to 4 target artifacts and or creatures. And it costs 4. So, something about the number 4 with this card. Counter up to 4 target spells and or abilities. You gotta have a lot of stuff going on the stack to make this worthwhile. And it costs, 4 is not a cheap cost for a counter spell either. But you do get to untap some things.
That's $3.50.
I don't know. Yeah, I'm not super impressed with it.
Although, like, in
there used to
certain
be a
situations,
4-cost
it
counter
could
spell
be-
that would untap your lands. That was popular. Fire Nation Turret. This might be a little better. I don't know. It costs 3 for an artifact. At the beginning of combat on your turn, up to 1 creature gets +2 attack and gains firebending 2 until end of turn.
Okay, that one's 15.
So it gives a buff
That-
each turn recurringly. So that's a little better.
15.
And pay a red to put a charge counter on this artifact. Gives you a use to use some of that firebending mana if you don't have anything better to do. And you can remove 50 charge counters from this artifact to have it deal 50 damage to any target. So that'll finish a game in a hurry. In a duel or the like. So I can see why that would be popular, perhaps in a commander game. I'm not so sure it would be great in
$1.50 for that one. That's really
Swamp Benders.
That,
Yeah, I'm trying to do something. What's your question?
like, doesn't, like, each card in Magic have its use?
I mean, some are more useful than others, frankly. Some are very niche. Swamp Bender's power and toughness are each equal to the number of swamps on the battlefield. Cost 6. Lands you control are swamps in addition to their other types. So, this could be quite big in the late game. But it's pretty generic other than that.
Light issues.
6 is expensive for just a big body, usually. Look, what would you say that one was?
That was like 3 something.
Okay.
What?
Soka's Charge.
That was $12.
So this one and the turret seem to be the best two in this box so far. 4 cost enchantment. During your turn, allies you control have double strike and lifelink. Alright, so it's a buff if you've got an allied deck. And we are having lighting issues.
Well, you know what the thing is, I try and move this, and there's stuff on top of the power cord which pulls the power cord out.
Alright.
Sorry.
Next, we've got Earth Shape.
There you go.
So, white instant that earth bends 3. Interesting. Then each creature you control with power less than or equal to that land's power gains hexproof and indestructible until end of turn. You gain hexproof until end of turn.
So, I mean, you're...
Okay, so this is a very defensive spell. But it's defensive while making one of your lands into a 3/3 body. So that's interesting. I'll give it that. I suppose if you cast this in response to something like a Jackalhops or Yokelhopes, then the land that becomes a creature would come back after being destroyed, and anything with power less than or equal to 3, the Earthbent land's power, would also be indestructible until end of turn and survive the Yokelhopes. So that would save your creatures and one of your lands. That could be quite handy in that circumstance.
Okay, yeah, there was a little something on there.
Yeah. So yeah, a couple of interesting cards.
The value for the scene cards alone, like, I mean, it's definitely there. Hello, Lori.
Seems to be. And it's telling a story. I mean, I'm not familiar with this chapter of the story. I'm barely familiar with the story at all, to be honest.
So weird.
So, I've learned a little bit and watched a few people react to some of it since, but haven't seen this part, so.
You know what's really weird? On my iPad, Lori says hi, hi.
Okay.
And on here, she says ha, ha on the phone. I don't know why it does.
One of these has been corrected to something else.
One of these is being weird. One of them is right, and one of them just changes the words.
There's a symbol there with an A. So
I don't know what that symbol means.
Maybe that's the correction. I don't know.
I don't know, but something's wrong.
Or something. I don't know.
Anyways, ha ha or hi hi, we'll take it.
I guess.
I think that might be like a symbol for like translation or something.
I don't. It's just weird.
Anyway, so we got this pack that I have ripped open. I guess we can do this before we go to the next box.
Yeah.
So maybe it was like putting it through Google Translate or something.
We got a clue.
Clue?
Get a clue. We could use one sometime. Sacrifice this token to draw a card.
Often.
And on the other side, we have an ally. We could also use some allies from time to time. There you go.
To a back of a card.
Yeah. Firebending Lesson. 1 red, 2 damage to target creature. If the spell was kicked, it deals 5 damage to target creature.
You're gonna want to play games
for 5.
TV on the table or something. You can play your Pokemon game or something.
It'll chew you up and spit you out.
There is definitely like a few things that I would like to play. Although there.
Okay, you don't have to tell me everything. I was just asking if you want to play games.
There's a hog monkey. A boar monkey. Interesting. More of these combination animals. At the beginning of combat on your turn, target creature you control with a +1/+1 counter on it gains menace until end of turn. And you can exhaust, pay 5 to put 2 +1/+1 counters on this creature.
When do like the commander deck format come around?
What? The Commander format?
Yeah.
Oh boy. I remember people starting to dabble with Highlander decks around 2000. That transformed into Elder Dragon Highlander, where you had a legendary sort of leader for your deck, and then that eventually became sort of the Commander format when it got popular, and Wizards of the Coast decided, hey, we're going to officially support this. And yeah, I don't think they made it any better personally, but that's just me. So yeah, it's been around for quite some time. When it officially became a format, I'm not sure. Yeah, counter target spell unless its controller pays 2. Instant for 2, and it's another lesson. I don't think Cactus Juice is necessarily the best option, but there you go. Apparently lessons are coming back in Strixhaven, which makes sense being as it's a school, so that'll be a benefit for some decks, I'm sure. There he is, the avatars on Kyoshi. Avatar enthusiasts. Whenever another ally you control enters, put a +1/+1 counter on this creature. And it is a human peasant ally. Rebellious captives. Another human peasant ally. 2/2 for 2. And you can exhaust. And then Earthbend 2. The Fire Nation will regret the day they set foot on our land. So this is the war between the Fire Nation and the Earth Nation, I suppose. Fire Nation Raider. Merchant of Many Hats. Also known as Doc the Ferryman, Zoo the Fishmonger, and Bushi the River Cleaner, depending on what job needed done in Yanhui Village. Alright. Then we've got Flopsy Boomy's Buddy. He's an ape goat. 4/4 for 6. When it enters, put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control. So that would include itself. Each creature you control with power 4 or greater can't be blocked by more than one creature. Oh, that's a good boy. Yes, who has a soft belly?
No, thank you.
What's an uncommon?
I'm guessing that might be like a line from like the show, I'm guessing.
Yeah, I think most of these that are at least in quotation marks are. That's from Boomy, King of Omashu. Earth Kingdom's Protectors. A 1/1 for 1 with Vigilance. And you can sacrifice it. Another ally you control gains indestructible until end of turn. Stand your ground. The Earth King must be protected. Alright.
Let's go to bed as well.
Then you've got a Fire Nation Engineer. 2/3 for 3. Raid at the beginning of your end step. If you attack this turn, put a +1/+1 counter on another target creature or vehicle you control. A lonely worker can find trouble making friends on an airship so massive. Our rare is the Realm of Koth. Lands can be useful.
Oh, not Koth.
Oh, Ko, sorry. Didn't read that close enough. Yeah, Koth is another entity in Magic.
Thomas.
This land enters tapped unless you control a basic land.
Okay,
And it
Thomas
taps for black. And you can pay 4 and tap it. Create a 1/1 colorless spirit creature token. With this token, can't block or be blocked by non-spirit creatures. Huh. So it's got some sort of evasion. It's recurring. You don't have to sacrifice it. You're just tapping and paying to create tokens. And it'll even enter untapped if you have a basic land in play. So,
it's just,
it's
a cheap card. It's nothing.
I know, but it's got some potential use,
I'm
at
just
least.
letting you know that.
Aang's Iceberg.
Ooh, that looks cool.
That's a rare full art, or borderless anyway.
Yeah.
So, it's got Flash as an enchantment for 3. When this enchantment enters, exile up to one other target non-land permanent until this enchantment leaves the battlefield. And you can water bend 3, sacrifice this enchantment. If you do, scry 2.
It's cute. I like it.
It's interesting.
Ooh, it's a hollow.
Yep. We've got a foil pirate peddlers. We prefer to think of ourselves as high-risk traders.
Favorite type of pickle is the question.
Ooh. I used to always say olives.
You better have a new answer now.
I don't eat many pickles anymore.
But if you had to choose a new pickle,
I don't know. I do find your homemade dills are very nice.
oh, that's the right answer. I do occasionally do beet pickles too.
Yes. This land enters tapped and can tap for white or green. When sacrificed to draw a card if you're paying a bunch.
I never really thought of olives as pickles. Just, you know. Okay. This
I did. Got a clue. And on the other side of this clue is another ally. Different art again. Then we've got Compassionate Healer. Whenever this creature becomes tapped, gain a life and scry 1. Interesting. Origin of Metal Bending. Oh, so that must be Toph there. Metal is just earth that has been purified and refined. So choose 1, destroy an artifact or enchantment. It's an instant and a lesson for 2. Or put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control. It gains indestructible until end of turn. So it's a combat trick, although a small one. Or it could be used as keeping a creature alive in some cases beyond combat. Or it's destroy target artifact or enchantment. I mean, this is, as far as I can see, unless there's a downside to being a lesson, basically a strictly better naturalize. So I don't see any problem with it. And it's kind of cool. I like the art. Mongoose Lizard.
Excuse me, I'm really tired.
Mountain Cycling 2, 6 cost, 5/6 with Menace. When it enters, deal 1 damage to any target. Foggy Swamp Hunters. As long as you've drawn 2 or more cards this turn, this creature has lifelink and menace. Okay. What does it say? Set my lines by the riverbed. I caught 10 fish, and I killed them dead. Okay.
The flavor text is one of your favorite things about Magic, isn't it?
Well, sometimes it helps build the flavor of the set. A lot of modern Magic cards have less room for flavor text, so
yeah.
I do think that detracts from them. Iguana Parrot. Lizard Bird Pirate. That's strange, but okay. 2/2 for 3. Flying Vigilance. Prowess. Common companion for pirates. Beloved for their loyalty and craftiness. An iguana parrot. Okay, well. And then Rumble Arena. When this land enters, scry 1. You can filter mana to any color or tap for colorless. And it has Vigilance, which is completely useless unless you earthbend it. So there's that. Otter Penguin. Very cute.
It is so cute. It's one of my favorite
Kind of freaky, too.
I love it. If
It
any
does-
of
it
these,
does
if any of these
actually
animals
kinda
could be
look
real, I
cute.
wish they were.
It does legitimately look cute.
I'll give it that. Suki, Kyoshi Warrior. That's an uncommon. Power equal to the number of creatures you control. And when it attacks, create a 1/1 white ally that's tapped and attacking. It's uncommon. We got Fatal Fissure. Choose target creature. When that creature dies this turn, you earthbend 4. Long Feng normally used the Da Li to silence dissidents, but he wasn't above taking a more direct approach.
That
Okay, so this doesn't directly deal with the creature, but it assumes that you can find a way to make use of that. That's interesting. Soka's Haiku costs 5. It's a lesson for an instant. Counter target spell. Draw a card, then mill 3 cards. Untap target land. Well, that's a haiku. 5 syllables, 7 syllables, 5 syllables.
I remember I learned how to do that once and I
Yeah.
forgot. Now I forgot how to do it.
I don't know if it's particularly good, though. I don't really think that's very good as a card. Professor Zay's Anthropologist.
so it's both blue and red.
Well, it can be played with either blue or red. Or one of each. Discard a card and to draw a card by tapping it, or pay 1 tap and sacrifice it to return target instant or sorcery card from your graveyard to your hand.
0/3.
Yep.
Is the
I'm not
0
leaving.
where the attack is, or
Yep. I'm not leaving. I can't. I've spent too long trying to find this place. There's not another collection of knowledge like this on Earth. Alright.
I feel like we pulled that one before.
The Mechanist's Aerial Artisan. Yeah, it does look a little familiar.
Or at least a version of it.
We're just in the process of improving upon what's already here. Legendary creature ally.
dead?
And we got a cat owl. Foil cat owl. Flying. And then a plains. So
Nothing.
you want to open the last one, Thomas?
Yeah, and there is also like a question that I'd also like to ask you.
You're
Okay,
gonna
you
have to
gotta
sit here
sit
where
here.
I'm sitting, so you can get it on camera.
Like, one thing that I
Over here.
did think of is like how close would like the
Watch
Star
your hand.
Wars Unlimited card game be to like any of the different formats in Magic the Gathering? Like, which format would it be the closest to?
It's hard to say. It's got the 2 separate attack zones, which makes it a little bit difficult. Whereas in Magic, you've just sort of got flying creatures and non-flying creatures, if you want to try and make it the closest analogy.
So hold it up a little higher.
Or other special types
There you
of
go.
creatures that have similar sort of separating effects. So,
You need a little bit more light.
yeah. And the mechanism is different for
Oops.
how you get your resources and play your resources and that sort of thing, too. Plus, in Star Wars Unlimited, I think your deck is your life total. Whereas Magic is a
Thomas, your
separate
thumb is got shadows
life
on it.
total, but you can also lose by running out of cards.
Okay, well that's as good as we're gonna get.
There are some parallels, but I'm not sure how close they actually are.
Like, we could have it so that like the base in the for like the Star Wars Unlimited is kind of like your life total.
Yeah, that's the direct parallel.
My iPad's falling over.
You got a canyon crawler. I'm doing commons, uncommons, rares, foils.
And how you tell the difference between commons is you look at the color. That's usually commons.
Yeah, black is common.
Blue is uncommon.
Silver is uncommon.
Well, blue or silver, whatever color it looks like.
And then gold is rare, or red is
Mythic rare.
rare. Treetop
Freedom Fighters.
Freedom Fighters.
As you can see, Thomas goes through this a lot quicker than Pop spoke at.
Yeah. Punksters? What is that? Punk, what? Pox bearers. Okay, makes more sense.
They look like they're turning into zombies.
And this is a platypus bear.
Some
Defender.
some of the names of some of these things kind of just sound like they're
Ooh.
just combining the names
like
of different animals.
Cat gator? Is that like supposed to be like a catfish crossed with a gator? I would not want to see one of those.
Oh.
Like, I mean, I don't mind catfish. I don't want to have anything to do
What's
with
the flavor
gators. I'm
text
glad we
on
live
that
where it's
say?
too cold.
People don't go fishing for cat gators. Cat gators go fishing for people.
Yeah, exactly. I would not want one of those.
Soka lateral strategist.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I had that one before.
Knowledge seeker. It's a fox. It's cute.
Fox
Does it have something in its
spirit.
mouth?
I think it does have something in
Like a
its mouth.
scroll or something?
When this creature dies, create a clue token.
Fire sages. The rare is Zhao the Moon Slayer. Ew, and you got a uncommon hollow. Ooh.
And a foil land.
Sorry, I wanted to see.
Long Fang Grand Secretary.
Here. Oh, Thomas. Sorry, guys. Thomas is learning. That is a pretty land. Oops, sorry. What was that?
So this pile is for foil cards?
Yeah.
Can maybe let your dad back in the spot. Thank you, Thomas.
That was our first box. Now it's the second one here.
So, like, maybe for my birthday stream, one of the things that we could do is, like, play Star Wars Unlimited against Magic the Gathering.
If that's what you want to do.
We could try, but I think it's going to be a complicated conversion. It's not as a
Probably.
direct parallel as, like, Battletech I used to play against Magic the Gathering.
What was that uncommon hollow? Can I see that a little bit closer? That looked pretty neat.
It does look neat. Anyway.
Like, what originally gave me the idea is, like, the like, attack and defense system that the two games had. That's what originally gave me the idea.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it seems like it might be compatible at that level, but I don't know if it would...
Yeah. Yeah, it's a 50-cent card.
If it would be fair.
It looks cool, though.
So this is the box of the two that, from my experience, seems to sell out a lot quicker in most places. And I think it might have the better cards in it, and that would be why.
Oh my goodness.
I don't know if I remember seeing this one actually raised to a higher price anywhere, but I know I've seen it sell out places.
It was a higher
quicker.
price, I think. Wasn't it?
It's definitely a more
other places?
peaceful
I
sort
thought
of
it was.
scene. Everyone is sort of hanging out at the tea shop.
I could be wrong, though. But I thought I've seen it sell higher price somewhere.
It could well be. So I've got...
And I'm actually kind of curious. What if somebody, like, made a deck using, like, cards from every single set from Magic the Gathering and put it up against a deck made up of cards made up of every single set of Star Wars Unlimited?
It's an awful lot of conditions. And there's an awful lot more sets in Magic the Gathering. Oh, I don't even know if you can anymore for a 60-card deck. There's probably been more than 60 Magic sets released over the years.
I don't know.
Anyway. Take a look at the out cards here first again.
Woohoo. My iPad is freezing.
So this is May and Zuko. Wasn't May? I don't know the characters well, but I think May was a companion of Zuko's sister.
I don't know.
I don't know if I've ever heard of any sort of romantic attachment between these two, but they probably know each other at least. Here you have Aang and Katara, and Aang's wind bison, or whatever they call it.
They're snuggling.
Yeah, these two do eventually get married, from what I hear. So, you know, that's kind of nice. She sort of helps him along in many ways. And this is Toph. Toph is a very strong earthbender. Greatest earthbender, apparently, is the name of the art. So there you go. That's fitting.
I
These
like that
two.
one.
This is Katara's brother, the strategist guy who we just pulled a card of. What is his name? Sokka. And then Suki. I don't remember where Suki's from, but there's Sokka and Suki. And I know very little about any of this, so take anything I say with a massive grain of salt. I am still very much learning. That's Momo, their pet
I like it. It's so cute.
monkey bat. I forget exactly what
I
this
love
thing is. A
him.
lemur, maybe? And then we've got Uncle Iroh with his tea and his horn. I think I heard that it's his tea shop that they're visiting, so makes sense that he'd be there. So let's take a look at the cards and see what they do, and see if it's these that are driving up the value of this box, or the desirability of this box so much further than the other. Mei and Zuko. And now, costs 4, 3 colors, legendary, human, ally, noble. Firebending 3, 3/5. 3/5 is a respectable body, I guess, for 4
That's
cost.
$8.
And you may cast ally spells and artifact spells as though they had flash. Well, that gives you something to do with your firebending mana, so I could see this being of some use. $8 is more than junk territory anyway. I should have had some sleeves
Here, just
handy.
give me the sleeves over here. Eh.
Then we've got Aang and Katara. 6 to cost.
Why can't I
And
get
this one, it shares blue with the last one, but it's green, white, blue. 5/5. Whenever Aang and Katara enter or attack, create X 1/1 white ally creature tokens, where X is the number of tapped artifacts and or creatures you control. Interesting. Artifacts or creatures, and they have to be tapped. Anyway.
Sorry. Trying to look up the price at the same time.
Yeah, then we've got Toph, the greatest earthbender. This one's only 2 colors, green, red. 4 cost, 3/3. When it enters Earthbend X, where X is the amount of mana spent to cast her. So that would usually be 4, unless
This one's 12.
something can change that one way or the other.
This one's
12. Land creatures you control have double strike. Now that definitely gives a buff to your earthbending stuff.
That one's 35.
There you go. Well, that's almost the cost of the box.
And these are prices at 401 Game Store. Last time these are in stock anyways.
So that looks definitely playable in an earthbending deck to me.
These are so badly pringled. Oh my goodness.
Yep.
They need some flattening.
Yep. Well, that's doable. Sokka and Suki. This is red, white, and blue, or blue, white, and red, or blue, red, and white. Actually, whatever.
250.
3/3 for 3, and when it or another ally you control enters, attach up to 1 equipment you control to that creature, and whenever an equipment you control enters, create an ally. I mean, this could work in an equipment deck. I'll give it that. Does need a sleeve. And then we've got Momo's Heist. So Momo's a little stealing something. Gain control of target artifact. Untap it. It gains haste. At the beginning of the next end step, sacrifice it.
It's a little blurry on camera.
Interesting. So you steal an artifact, you can only use it for one turn. I mean, there are certainly cases where it could be useful, but I
That
don't
one's
think
$1.50.
I don't think it's great.
That's the cheap one, I think, of the pack.
Yeah, probably.
Thank you.
Next, we've got Uncle's Musings. 4-cost sorcery. Converge. Return up to X permanent cards from your graveyard to your hand, where X is the number of colors spent to cast the
I
spell.
take it back. It's $1.
Huh. Yeah, so obviously
The big card.
the big hitter is Toph, the greatest earthbender. Everything else in here falls short of the two sort of $12 to $15 cards in the other one. So the first one, you get 2 cards that are above $10, sort of $12 to $15 range. This one, you get one big $35 card. And yeah, I can see why that's more desirable overall, for sure.
Maybe people are getting this just for that card.
Seems like that would be a good guess.
I mean, these boxes at $39, that's, that makes it a pretty good deal.
Seems to be, if you can find them at that price, which we were fortunate enough to. So let's take a look at what we get in the packs here.
So I'm guessing we probably got our money's worth with this one.
I would say so. Now, really, it's just adding to my collection, because we're not planning on flipping or selling any of this right now. So
Yeah, it's just neat to know the approximate value.
Yeah, which shifts all the time anyway.
Mm-hmm.
This token can be used to represent a copy of something else. Interesting. And there's another hog monkey. Geyser Leaper is a waterbending human warrior ally. Zhang's Deserters. To leave the Fire Nation required incredible trust. They had that in Zhang. I don't know anything about magic, but I'll hang out for a bit. Well, I appreciate that.
Hey, Brian, how
Do
you
you
doing?
know anything about Avatar The Last Airbender? Because if so, you probably know more on that front than I do. So here's an ostrich horse. It's a bird horse.
Oh my goodness.
That looks precarious to try to ride.
It looks almost like a chocobo.
Ostrich horses are renowned in the Earth Kingdom as reliable steeds for couriers, soldiers, and merchants. Does this look like a... would this fit in your bird deck?
Probably.
Is it like a chocobo?
It looks like a chocobo to me.
Whenever this creature enters, mill 3 cards. You may put a land card from among them into your hand. If you don't, put a +1/+1 counter on this creature. Well, I mean, it's dealing with lands. The chocobos have landfall ability, basically, so
Dad,
I could see it being potentially useful to try.
I remember in, there was, a game that I played that, had, bird things that some of the characters read on. I think it was, a Final Fantasy game.
Yeah, that's where the chocobos are from, is Final
Avatar,
Fantasy.
One Piece, Dragon Ball, Yu-Gi-Oh! All Greek to me.
Fair enough. Rough Rhino Cavalry. Firebending 2 with exhaust. It's a 5/5 for 5, which is a bit bulky these days. Each one is a different kind of weapon specialist. They all have very capable singing... they're also a very capable singing group. Well, that's good to know. It's nice to have multiple talents. Earth Kingdom Soldier. 3/4 for 5. Vigilance. When this creature enters, put a +1/+1 counter on each of up to 2 target creatures you control. Trained to be steady as the earth beneath their feet. And there's another otter penguin.
One thing that I would like to take a look at is the Star Wars Unlimited deck that we have.
Not tonight. But what you do need to do is go and have a shower.
Haru has
Have a good night, Thomas.
hidden talent. Is a 1/1 for 2. Whenever another ally you control enters Earthbend 1. Haru hid his incredible earthbending abilities out of fear of punishment from the Fire Nation. Interesting.
Cruel administrator.
Sounds like there's a story there.
It's very mean.
Yeah, it's got raid. Enters with a +1/+1 counter if you attack this turn. Whenever this creature attacks, create a 2/2 red soldier token with firebending 1. You're one mistake away from dying where you stand. Sounds like a very tolerant fellow. Crescent Island Temple. Legendary enchantment Shrine. 4 cost. When it enters, for each shrine you control, create a 1/1 red monk token with prowess.
I like the art on it.
And then it does the shrine thing where
Secret tunnel, huh?
they build up. Yep. 2 target creatures you control that share a creature type can't be blocked this turn. So it's sort of like Secret Passage, except you need 2 things that share a type.
That is actually an $8 card.
And this land can't be blocked. It's a rare.
Or a
so
$5
if it's
card.
Earthbent, it can't be blocked.
Sorry, it's a
There's
$5
that.
card.
Alright, no, it's not a useless rare. Fire Nation Palace, another rare land. We've gotten a few of those today. This land enters tapped unless you control a basic land. Taps for red, and target creature you control gains firebending 4 until end of turn by paying
350
2.
for that one. Not as good as the other one, but
Yeah, I mean, best case scenario, when you're getting full use of this ability, you're paying 2 and tapping a land to get 4.
did
So
you
that's
get a double rare?
Yeah, that's a double rare. And then our holo here is Earth Kingdom General. When this creature enters Earthbend 2, whenever you put 1 or more +1/+1 counters on a creature, you may gain that much life.
That is not a good
It's an uncommon.
I mean, I'm talking about value points. It's not a good one.
And
looks
Serpent's
75 cents.
Pass is blue-black, double
That
land
looks cool.
with the usual downsides. Pack 2 from box.
What is the card? Like,
Two?
what are some of the cards you're hoping to find?
1 Shitong, the Librarian. I would love to get my hands on one of those. I also would like to see the Walls of Ba Sing Se or Ba Sing Se itself.
Okay.
We've been pretty lucky. We've actually pulled 2 Badger Mole Cubs, which are fairly strong cards, so I'm not desperate to get more of those, although they wouldn't, I mean, it would certainly be nice. Food token and monk token. Now, monks were also in Tarkir Dragonstorm.
Oh, okay.
So it's nice to see they're reusing some abilities from set to set anyway.
We have a whole booster box of Tarkir to open someday.
Yep. Beetle-headed merchants. To these desert-dwelling traders, there is profit to be found under every dune of sand and in every living thing. We've got a waterbending lesson. Just push and pull the water like this. Draw 3 cards, then discard a card unless you waterbend 2. Which means tapping your artifacts and creatures to help pay for things, basically.
Hey, Void. How's it going?
Curious Farm Animals. Yes, welcome, Void. Nice to see you.
I like this one. We've gotten a few
We've
times.
seen this before, but not today. Boar, elk, bird, ox. So it's all... It looks like pig, elk, pig, bird, and the rolling one is harder to tell, except it's also something pig. Earth Kingdom Cuisine offers
Fine,
a
it's
stunning
all
array
geek, it's all geeked.
of unique meats like chicken pork, deer pork, and beef pork. Lots of pork.
I like pork.
Rocky Rebuke.
Especially bacon.
Target creature you
Bacon's
control
my
deals
favorite.
damage equal to its power to target creature an opponent controls.
Actually,
I am the greatest earthbender in the world. Don't you two dunderheads ever forget it.
I like doing the pork tenderloin and mixing it with like mushroom soup and rice.
Yeah, that can work.
That's yummy.
Treetop Freedom Fighters. The Fire Nation thinks they don't have to worry about a couple of kids hiding in the trees. Maybe they're right. Or maybe they're dead wrong. Interesting. 2/1 haste.
You know
And it
what? I
makes
don't
ally.
think I know anybody that played Magic the Gathering before you. Me and my nephew had a little bit, but I didn't know that until.
No. As it used to be less common of a game. It's actually gotten a little bit more widespread since then. Azula
Yep.
always lies.
Sounds good, Lloyd. Have a good night, and thanks for popping in. Appreciate ya.
Yep.
Aang's
Thanks
Journey.
for coming. Yep.
He's
Aang's
cute.
Journey. And it can be paid in any color deck as a lesson. So there's that. Search your library for basic land card. And potentially a shrine as well.
Not tonight. Brinley's sick.
Yeah.
She's sick today.
Jet's brainwashing.
But when she's feeling better.
Yeah.
Oh, that one looks cool.
Katara Bending Prodigy.
I like the art.
At the beginning of your end step, if Katara is tapped, put a +1/+1 counter on her, and you can water bend 6 to draw a card. She's definitely one of the big story people. The Unlucky Cabbage Merchant. 2/2 for 2. When this creature enters, create a food token. Whenever you sacrifice a food token, you may search your library for a basic land card and put it onto the battlefield tapped. If you search your library this way, put this creature on the bottom of its owner's library, then shuffle.
Yeah, I think all kids can go through that void. Ours do, Lucas especially.
My cabbages. Cough.
It just dropped like 10 degrees here, and we're getting a bunch of snow, so
Yeah.
could be why Lucas is really off.
Fancy footwork. Dancing isn't something you think about. It's a form of self-expression
That art
that
is
no one
nice.
can ever take away from you.
I like it.
I don't know. I think about dancing sometimes, but then again, I've done a lot of choreographed dancing.
Oh,
so,
yes. Okay, so when I first met Barry, the weekend that we first met, I remember we had some kind of talent show we did because it was like a kind of like a retreat we went to, and
bounty hunters.
I remember I looked outside and he was outside under like this light doing this box dance, and I'm like, what is he doing? And then it
Just a box step.
it just reaffirmed me that
stage move, stage
that
dancing.
he was a weird guy.
That's true. I'm not gonna deny that. There's a foil platypus bear and a foggy bottom swamp.
But obviously he grew on me, so. What's that other rare? I don't know. I can check that, but it's probably
Bei
not
Fong's
anything.
Bounty Hunters. 4 cost 4/4, and whenever a creature you control dies, Earthbend X, where X is that creature's power. I could see that being useful in some decks, but
Oops, I got it. It's a 50-cent card. Congratulations.
yeah,
Uh,
it takes some setup.
weird makes things interesting. Yeah, we're all weird. We fully embrace that
Yeah.
badge of honor. Being normal's no fun.
Here's a clue token. Another one.
Oh, I'm so tired. Hopefully Lucas sleeps all night. Although he slept okay this late today.
Yeah, not too bad. Earthbending lesson.
But then he just woke up with like...
Rock is a stubborn element. If you're going to move it, you've got to be like a rock yourself. Just Earthbend 4 for 4. Interesting. Mongoose Lizard.
You think it's this Friday that they're having the
Pirate
the
Peddlers.
Ninja Turtles release or pre-release?
I don't think so. I think it's a couple weeks out yet, isn't it?
I
could
thought
be
the
wrong.
release was next week, but I thought that
I'm not
pre-release
sure.
might
We'll
be
have to look it up.
We can call and ask.
We prefer to think of ourselves as high-risk traders. I think we saw that one before, didn't we? Flexible waterbender. It's got vigilance. And this creature can switch its power and toughness at the end of turn. Interesting. Path to Redemption.
That looks
Enchanted
weird.
creature can't attack or block.
That's actually kind of cool. That'd be really neat as a holo, I think.
Yeah, probably would. You can't always see the light at the end of the tunnel, but if you just keep moving, you'll come to a better place. Interesting. Another platypus bear. Zuko's Exile. Price of Freedom.
I think we got that a couple times, didn't we?
Interesting. We might have Waterbending Scroll. Draw a card. This ability costs 1 less to activate for each island you control. Interesting. So late in the game, it could just be tap to draw. The scroll taught Katara many useful skills. So did fighting the angry pirates she stole it from. Let's keep the uncommons in the uncommon pile. Enter the Avatar State. Gains flying, first strike, lifelink, and hexproof. Well, that could definitely be useful. Especially since it only costs 1 as an instant.
Oh, that looks cool.
Boomy, King of 3 Trials. When Boomy enters, choose up to X, where X is the number of lesson cards in your graveyard. Put 3+1/+1 counters on Boomy. Target player scries 3. I think that's supposed to be scries, but it's spelled weird. Earthbend 3. Interesting. Oops.
Ooh,
That was an uncommon.
that is pretty.
Yui the Moon Spirit. I think I saw this before. 3/3 for 4 flying vigilance.
That'd be a pretty
Waterbend. You can cast a non-creature spell from your hand without paying its mana cost. You'll have to save the world again, but you can't give up.
That's only a 50-cent card, but it would look really cool as a holo.
I mean, it's so much better than a Phantom Monster, but that doesn't mean much these days. And it's legendary, so you can only... Yeah, that's another whole thing. Gather the White Lotus. Make a bunch of tokens and scry 2. And then a mountain. Well, that's all she wrote for the packs that came with this. Do we want to...
Oh, your other packs?
Call it at that, or do you want to open some of the, or all of the other packs that we did for their Valentine's Day exchange?
If you didn't see, if you guys didn't see our Valentine's Day videos, we had a short, and then we had a longer video exchanging our Valentine's Day gifts, and we gave each other cards in a very unique way.
I put them in your box of random packs.
My box of random packs is behind us.
So do you want to just do the Avatar stuff, or?
It's up to you. You can do whatever you want.
Well, we'll start with that anyway. So, our Valentine's Day exchange included another Avatar Play Booster. This one
It's
Made
from
in Japan.
Yay!
And a Jumpstart booster, which I've never opened. This is made in the United States. So there's that. But they don't overlap fully, but they overlap partially in terms of the list of cards that can be in them. And the format is very different for these.
Good night.
Night, Thomas.
Good night. Let's save the Japanese pack for last. I've never opened one of these. My understanding is with Jumpstart, typically you get lands included in here, and it's mostly or entirely one color, so that it would be easy to just open this up, shuffle two of them together, and play with. So that's the idea behind Jumpstart.
Okay.
If you want to play Jumpstart, we each get 2 packs of Jumpstart, crack them, shuffle them together, and play. But
Not all sets have Jumpstart, do they?
no, I don't think so. But if you're buying 2 packs to crack, shuffle together, and play, to me, to do something similar, wouldn't it be easier to just crack 1 regular pack, shuffle in your 10 basic lands, 2 of each, and play? This is obviously formatted to make it a little bit more like a regular deck, but this seems like the cheaper option to me.
Unless you really like the lands that come with the set.
I suppose. I don't know if the lands are special or if they're just like any other lands. We'll see. Oh, no. You got a wrapper inside a wrapper. That's always exciting.
Why? Is there like
There's
some
a
sort
pull
of
tab
tabs?
here.
Oh, okay.
Which is not cooperating very well.
Is it on the other side with the turn rower? Oh no.
We got black siege engines, apparently. Crew vehicles and wage war. That's our type. And there we go. It finally flipped up so I can pull it. So this will be mostly, at least, black cards by the look of it.
Man, these are tricky to open.
Yeah. So I guess if you wanted to collect the whole set, you'd want to find each of these cover cards for your thing as well. That's interesting. It's got a regular magic back and all.
That's cool.
It is neat. Callous Inspector.
So these are cards that come in the regular set?
Most of them, at least.
Okay.
I think I know for Lord of the Rings, there was like 1 Jumpstart card you would get for each color that was unique to the Jumpstart pack. I don't know if it's the same here, but I imagine there's something similar. Merchant of Many Hats.
That ugly thing?
Pretending Poxbearers. Most of these are things we've seen in these rare packs. Now we're into uncommons. Yep. Fire Navy Trebuchet. We've seen this before too.
Ooh, that
Fire
looks
Nation
cool.
Warship.
I like that.
The Fire Nation Drill. That's our rare. I've opened this before. When it enters, you may tap it. When you do, destroy target creature with power 4 or less, so it's sort of a removal spell. Tundra Tank is uncommon. Beetle-headed Merchants. They're common. Canyon Crawler.
Aww.
Heartless Attack. Choose
Act.
1. Heartless Act. Sorry. Choose 1. Destroy target creature with no counters on it, or remove up to 3 counters from target creature. That's uncommon. Then we've got Deadly Precision. Destroy target creature. And it's got alternate expenses. Thriving Moor.
That's from a different set or something, isn't it?
I think this is from the Commander cards.
Okay.
So you can get Black Oarman of the Chosen Color. Interesting. Then you've got the Swamp, full art. Swamp, non-full art.
Let me just put all the...
More swamps.
The fish earlier, none of the juices got on the counter, right?
No.
No, I didn't have to cut it. Remember, we got ones that were already trimmed. Yeah. And it's all the same swamp.
Okay.
Interesting.
Well, it was...
So, how many land does this give you? This is 7 swamps plus another land that provides black. or something else out of your 20 card pack. So that's 7 lands and 13 non-land cards. Only one rare. I thought there might be a second rare in here, but I was wrong. So nope. Maybe it's
Are you sure
possible.
there's only one rare?
Pretty sure.
I thought there was more than one, but maybe
I think it was just the Fire Nation drill,
Okay.
which might be preset because that's.
What about that? Oh no, never mind.
I'll double check. That's uncommon. That's uncommon. That's uncommon. Uncommon.
I thought I saw
uncommon,
another color, but that could be me.
and then commons.
Alrighty.
So
Oh.
unless this, it's common. So that's it. Not very impressive in my books, but it's designed to play with, not necessarily for the best pack opening experience. These are meant to be more useful for anything, and I think they're the better deal, because like I said, if you want to play, just get yourself a stack of 2 of each basic land, so 10 lands, and then shuffle in your booster pack. And while you don't have a 40-card deck, usually you can still get in a nice little game with your 24 cards, in my experience. You just got to be a little bit more careful about card draw effects. We got an ally.
A paper tag always, when I'm pouring like water into the.
That seems.
Paper tag always goes in there too.
Use a spoon.
Ink's not gonna like leach out into that, is it? No.
It's another thing I've noticed with the Japanese packs. Compared to all the packs we just opened, the foils were at the back.
Yeah.
The Japanese, they're at the front.
Yeah.
So, tap
You
for a
just move them
green.
to the back or something, or
No, I didn't move anything. I just
okay.
opened the pack and turned it
They
around.
just feel so much nicer and they look nicer.
Yeah. If you control a creature with power 4 greater, add 2 green instead. Honestly, power creep on creatures over the years is definitely a thing. And these are not as badly pringled. South Pole Voyager is our rare.
Okay.
When this creature or another ally you control enters, you gain 1 life. If this is the second time this ability has resolved this turn, draw a card. The winds can be brutal, so be brave. Interesting. Then we've got Invasion Submersible. I don't think I've seen this before.
Looks cool.
It does look cool. This vehicle enters, return up to 1 target non-land permanent. To its owner's hand. And then Waterbender 3. Waterbend 3. Interesting.
Spirit Sages.
Yep. Firebending 1. And it can grow.
Well, that
and
looks
you've
cool.
got energy bending.
Oh.
Darkness thrives
That
in the
might be worth
void,
checking out.
but always yields to purifying light. Lands you control gain all basic land types until end of turn. Draw a card. So that lets you cast whatever you want, basically.
Looks cool, but it's not worth anything.
And then Momo, Playful Pet. 1 white. For a 1/1 flying vigilance. When it leaves the battlefield, create a food token, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control, or scry 2. That's not bad.
It's cute.
I can see that being useful. You know what? This would go real nice with web slinging.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. And we got Zuko's Exile. Azula Always Lies. These are cards we've seen before. Cat Owl. Rabbaroo Troop. There's the
bunny.
rabbit kangaroo.
It's so
with
cute.
all the cabbages.
It's got its babies in its pouch. Oh, one of its babies is like hopping along beside it.
Yep. Fire Nation Raider. Messenger Hawk. Saber-tooth Moose Lion.
Oh. Yeah, no,
impressive.
thank you.
Reach even, so even flying creatures can be blocked by this thing.
I don't want to have anything to do with that creature.
Foo Cuddly Poops didn't look much like a saber-tooth moose lion to Sokka, but his mother certainly did. I don't know what that's about.
Probably a line from the show or something.
Probably. Anyway, a few interesting cards. I like what we got in the scene boxes. That's was interesting. That'll make a nice addition to my meager collection. However, in the packs, sure.
Oops.
In the packs on these, we opened a total of 8 packs, 3 with each box, and then 2 others that I had kicking around from the weekend. And no mythic pulls at all. All rares. All regular rares. So, while I certainly didn't have all these, so there's some new ones to be had, it is a little bit disappointing. We did get a couple of double rare packs. It is a little bit disappointing not to get any of the mythics, because those are usually the more interesting cards these days. And the cards that I'm most interested to see, I think Bossing Say might be a regular rare. But the Walls of Bossing Say is mythic, and so is Washi Tong the Librarian. So, good luck on my ever landing those.
Maybe we should have got a booster box of that.
Well, even there, your chances of getting one, I don't know how many mythics are in the set, but if you only get about 4 a box...
Know, I mean, you might be able to get something that you could at least trade stuff
maybe
in for
5.
what you want.
I don't know, maybe. Problem is, they tend to be the more valuable cards, so you're not going to get a whole lot that's worth trading for them.
I suppose.
It is what it is.
But you never know. It's also
No, you
fun
never
to
know.
chase.
But, yeah. With our previous openings, we had some decent luck. We got a couple of cards in duplicate, which would be useful to play in duplicate. Like the airships, Fire Nation airships, and the Battlemore Cubs. And we didn't get either of those again, so... But we did get some other neat stuff, so I'll take a closer look through this. And I think especially, those more popular cards from the box might make good additions if I tried to make an earthbending deck or a firebending deck or some such things. So,
yeah.
We'll take a look at the future. Is it worth doing something completely off base and looking at any of these?
I don't know.
Some of these sets,
Is there
actually,
anybody in chat that
I have
wants to
never
see
opened any of these sets before.
Or we could save them for another day. I don't know.
We could. We could save them for new pack battles later.
Does anybody want us to keep opening, or should we just call it?
Good question.
Also, we do have Thomas's birthday stream this week, probably Wednesday after school.
Probably.
And then Thursday, I'm hoping that we get the Ascended Heroes in.
That would be nice, but we'll see.
I haven't got a shipping notification yet, but they took my money. So, and then Friday, if all goes well, I do have a certain gold Charizard that should be arriving in the mail.
Yeah.
On
Anyone
our doorstep.
who saw our premiere last week, we've been doing stuff with those old cards, digging through our collections.
Oh,
and
yeah.
stuff, and seeing if it's possible to put together a set of.
So yeah, we've been putting some old sets in a binder.
The old base set, basically. How much of it do we actually have? And we don't have that much.
I might have pilfered a card or two out of the hit boxes that I'm going to replace with better stuff, or equal value. I'm sorry. Don't worry, Dragon Fang Dan, if you're watching this, I have not touched your magic curbs. They're still in there.
Yet. So.
But yeah, no, it was kind of fun going through, seeing all the old stuff we have and trying to see how we can find some more. I know I've got a pile of it somewhere else. I just can't find it. Because we've cleaned stuff up to make room at the table and moved stuff out of the way, and then I don't know where it went. So
I don't know where it went either.
So yeah.
Anyway.
So yeah.
Do you want to wrap that up?
I guess I'm so tired.
I'm so tired too.
You want to watch a couple of tired parents snooze?
No. That'd be a really weird live stream.
It would be funny when we fall off our chairs.
It could be. It could be.
There might be some people who like to watch people sleep. Mouth open.
Yeah, probably not.
No.
I can't imagine that being all that
Drool.
appealing for the most part.
Oh, alrighty. Well, we're exhausted. So
Just a little.
let us know what you guys think.
Hopefully the kids sleep well tonight. I'm not too hopeful on that, given that Brinley's not
Brinley's
feeling
not
well.
well.
So
We should sneak some gravel into her.
yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Help settle her tummy. So
Anyhow,
thanks for watching, guys.
thank you, and
Let us know if you want to see anything in particular, what kind of fun stuff we can find.
I did finally piece together the Chocobo deck I was telling Mama Spokat I would build her. It's a first draft, so
We'll
there's
try
lots
that.
of room to improve. So we could test that out one day. I've also been piecing together sets from the Scars of Mirrodin block. So Scars of Mirrodin, Mirrodin Besieged, New Phyrexia, The Fall of the Plane of Mirrodin. Yeah, it's very sad, very interesting little corner of history of the Magic lore, so to speak. And yeah, I had most of the cards kicking around. Still some I haven't been able to track down, but put together most of those sets anyway. And one day I'm going to go through and we'll take a close deep dive on that story arc from that block of Magic's history, and I think that'll be interesting compared to how they do things nowadays, where they've completely given up on blocks and they just sort of have little tie-ins from set to set. You know, whether it's lessons from this showing up in Strixhaven and you know, prowess monks and stuff like that from the previous sets, where you have these little connections, or students traveling from Strixhaven to visit Lorwyn before you get to the Strixhaven set. You know, little things like this to try to tie their stories together, intermixed with all these other sets that are based on other people's stories. So, go figure. Storytelling is not at all what it once was in Magic the Gathering, but that's everything seems to bow to gameplay now, even mechanics in on a lot of cards, unfortunately, in my opinion. Anyway, we'll dig into that another day. Thanks for coming and checking things out.
Yep. And hopefully we'll see you guys on Wednesday. We do have shorts and stuff going up on a daily basis. Lucas has a light bulb video, a Christmas light bulb video that we're going to be putting up tomorrow.
Yeah, we opened a good chunk of Lorwyn. Did we finish with the Lorwyn shorts, or we still got some of those going up?
No, those are done. We could put more shorts up. We didn't do any of the new stuff we opened. But, yeah.
There were some interesting cards in Lorwyn Eclipsed.
Yes.
We opened a nice dragon. I don't know what Cat Stevens was doing in there, but I found Moonshadow. So, and then, you know, some other interesting goblins. And
Thanks for hanging out, Ryan.
Shocklands, I should say. Anyway.
So, we are exhausted, so we're gonna probably get some sleep. Well, we can.
We'll try to.
We're getting a bunch of snow tonight, so there's gonna be some snow to shovel tomorrow.
Yeah, no doubt.
Like 10 centimeters.
That's not that much. Anyway.
It's enough.
Have a good night.
And another 10 tomorrow. So.
Yeah, I'll save it all up and do it at once, Tony.
You guys want some snow?
Bye
Send
for
it your
now.
way. Bye for now, guys. Much love. See you guys later.